Hello, everyone. I'm over here. Um, Today we're gonna be talking about appreciation. Um, Appreciation is something that I think should be practiced by all. And I know, it's a cliche thing, and people hate cliches, but um, I love cliches. I think cliches sort of tell the story. I think that's why people hate cliches because they're so right. Um, and there's a reason why these things have been said before. I was telling my friend earlier that, about a thought that I had. I said to myself, that I know that history repeats itself because I'm not the first to say it. And to me, what this means is I'm not the first, I'm not the first person to say, or I'm not the first person to notice that there's been, that we repeat cycles because once again, it's been said. Like someone else have said those same words. History repeats itself. There's someone before me, and I believe someone after me, uh, have this affinity, or will have this affinity to feel feel certain things about life. Feel that some things are, or just pick up on certain, you know, flows of life, cycles of life. Because at the end of the day, life is, in my opinion, right now at least, and in my current state, I believe that life is a series of systems. It's a system of systems, and um, within these systems, you know, we have extremities, we have nuance, but what these systems also bring is a sort of, I don't want to say a rule set. And now this is where it gets kind of intertwined. Like I I feel like us as humans on this earth, and you know, the brain and our soul, all these things, as long as those exist, I feel like there's some things that are contingent. And I know you're wondering, like, what does any of this have to do with appreciation? I'm getting to that point. I feel like some things are contingent. Um, and one of those things that I feel like are contingent is good and evil and humans. Without humans, I don't think there would be a good or bad. Um, Now, I guess I should get into the appreciation. Appreciation is, to me, just something as simple as like, it's not really simple. It's appreciation to me is really understanding and being grateful, showing a level of gratitude um, for a person's actions, or for a person, or for something in general. The reason why I was saying person and people, and why I'm talking about people, is because that's sort of the main topic here. How I want to touch on, like, appreciating people, appreciating the people in your life that you have, and just appreciating your life in general. I feel like a lot of times today, people want to focus on the bad, which, there is a lot of that today, or there's a lot of stress, and there's a lot of angst, and there's a lot of bad things going on in life. Trust me, I know. But what helps me, and what I think will help you, is understanding that less is more, and appreciate the people that you have in front of you. Appreciate the life that you live, and appreciate the good, pretty much, that resides, because we know that evil exists. So we know pain exists. We know like the things opposite of good. We know those things exist. Therefore, we should be grateful for the good. And me personally, I will even go as far as to say that we should be grateful for evil, because without evil, we would not know good. Without pain, we would not know happy, or we would not know lack of pain. I feel like the other side brings context and contrast. Without contrast and context, humans are nothing more than it's kind of difficult to that's when you remove our contrast and context. It's what are we really? Just animals, still smart animals, but it's not. I feel like that's the soul, that's that conscience, that's what makes us sentient. When you have deep appreciation for um, the people in your life, the life that you live, it makes you more happier, because you see the good in what's around you. Like, I know it sounds stupid because I keep repeating myself, and it sounds so simple, but a lot of these things are very simple. A lot of these things are cliches. Like I said, I love cliches, because they're so universal, and they're said a lot for a reason, because they're true. Cliches are cliches for a reason, I say. And I feel like love thy neighbor, appreciate what's in front of you. All these things have been said over and over again. Holds a lot of truth, because it took me a lot to finally wake up and look at the people around me, the few people that I have around me, and really, truly, fully appreciate them. I say less is more. The best way I can describe this point, or the best way I can hammer home this point, because I feel like I'm talking too long. The best way I can hammer home this point is this: less is more. What do you mean by that, more? I mean, you have a goal of having a lot of friends because you're lonely. You're like, oh, I'm lonely, so I need to get a lot of friends. You go get a lot of friends, you get all these friends, and you're still not satisfied. Why? Because you're just looking at the numbers. You're just looking at, oh, like, I have this many followers, or have this many friends. Oh, you start doing things that's just, you just want the numbers. You don't really care about the people. Yeah, sure, you did this because you were lonely. Yeah, the people being there sort of relieve you of that, but then you get bored of them, or you might not like these people, or these people sort of mess with you, or they're not the best of friends. But let's take another example. Let's say you were feeling lonely, and you hit up that one friend that you've had for a minute now, that one only friend that you hit up every so often. You actually hit up him, and you go hang out with him. You guys, guys catch a movie or something real quick, and then you realize you had a pretty good time. You forgot that you were lonely for a second. If you were to appreciate that right there, you get so much more out of a friendship like that than having X amount of friends. Focus on individual relationships. Focus on harnessing and being a good friend and being a good partner of life, I like to call it, to your fellow humans and to the people around you. But on that note, I hope that made sense to you guys. Appreciation is key. Appreciation makes you feel like the more you appreciate the people around you, the more you should, the more good you'll feel, because life is a cycle. It's full of systems. You will be blessed. You will be aided. You will get the nod for what you've done. Appreciation is key, my friends. With that said, I'll see you guys in the next one. More man out. And wait, before I leave, remember, don't just take my word. You don't have to agree with me at the end of the day. Please do your own research. And with that,